The ocean held a deeper world, where silence wore a sapphire veil. Each current moved like ancient thought that never needed words to sail. The surface shimmered far above, like dreams I never dared to touch. Yet somewhere in the crushing blue, there was no fear of being crushed. I used to think the darkest depth was where all light would disappear. But even here beneath the storm, the stars above still echo near. The ocean remembers light, even in its quietest night. Every sinking spark rides against the dark. I don't need to rise just to prove I'm still alive. Maybe falling deeper means learning how to shine inside. A drifting shell carried the past like letters never meant to stay. The tides erased each fragile trace, but nothing ever went away. A whale song crossed the empty blue, like grief that learned to turn to grace. And in that endless hollow space, I finally saw my own face. Maybe everything I lost was never truly taken from me, just scattered into hidden forms the eye was never meant to see. Maybe every quiet break was just the world rewriting how a heart can hold without holding tight. Maybe silence wasn't gone, it was only teaching me a different kind of sound. And maybe healing was never land, but learning how to drift without fear of sinking. Even when the waves forget my name, now the deep sea sings without a witness. Now the deep sea sings without a witness, but it never doubts its own reflection. Every pulse of dark carries living scars that don't need to fight for a place in the light. Maybe I was never meant to stay above the surface world. The ocean keeps its secrets, the currents keep their flow, the darkness keeps its softness. Not because it's empty, but because it holds everything that light could never show. And if I ever drift too far from everything I know, I won't resist, I won't break, I'll move within it, like the ocean always has. Quiet, infinite, and somehow still glowing. The city glowed beneath the rain, like secrets dripping down the glass. Each window held a quiet world, and no one stopped to fully ask. The traffic hummed the tired song of moving on and holding still. And every drop that touched the ground became a promise it would fill. I used to think I lost my way whenever things began to break, but even I couldn't hold were only shaping what would stay. The rain never gets lost falling, every drop knows where it's calling. Feel the neon light through the longest night, it just learns to go where it's always meant to flow. Maybe I don't need control over everything I become. A stranger still beneath the sign, where buses whispered into time. No map could tell them what to feel, but still their heart refused to stop. The puddles held the passing sky, like mirrors learning how to cry. And somehow in that broken shine, the world felt softer than before. Maybe every wrong turn made was just another hidden gate that opens only when we stop and let the silence rearrange. Maybe all the things I fear were only echoes of a mind that didn't know yet how to trust the rhythm hidden in the dust. Maybe being lost was never what I thought it was. Maybe it was just the beginning of finding something real inside me. And maybe peace was never far, only waited for the moment I would stop running from myself. Now the city breathes beneath the rainfall, every street remembers every footprint. Nothing really fades, it just changes shape. I don't need to fight the weather of my life. Maybe I was never meant to stay the same through every storm. The rain keeps falling, the lights keep glowing, the night keeps moving. Not because it's lost, because I trust the way forward. And if tomorrow finds me in another unfamiliar place, I won't resist, I won't escape. I'll walk through it like the rain always does, quiet, certain, and finally at home. The ocean wakes before the sun, like it has never learned to sleep. Each wave arrives then disappears, but keeps a promise underneath. The shore just stands and doesn't ask why every tide must come and go. It only holds the passing world and lets it soften as it flows. I used to think I had to keep the things that were never mine to hold, but even water knows the truth, that letting go can make you whole. The shore knows my name in silence, even without a single sound in it. Every rising tide meets me in my life. I don't need to stay where the waves will wash away. Maybe healing is this way, just letting things be. The wind is riding on the sea, a language no one tries to read. Yet somehow every broken thought is drifting farther than I need. A piece of driftwood turns and turns, like memories I used to chase. But nothing here is meant to last, it only changes shape and place. Maybe I was never meant to stop the ocean from its flow, because even what I lose is part of what I'll come to know. Maybe every ending wave was just a things I couldn't hear, until I learned to stand still long enough for truth to finally appear. And maybe peace is not a place, but how I stand when nothing stays. The quiet kind of understanding that life will never move the same. Now the horizon feels less distant, like it's been waiting all along for me. Every falling tide teaches me to ride. I don't need to win every battle I'm standing in. Maybe I was always here, just learning how to steer through time. The ocean never asks for meaning, it only moves and keeps on breathing. Every restless wave finds a softer shape, and if tomorrow brings uncertain water, I won't fear what I might feel, because even endless seas still know how to be real. So I'll stay here, not to escape, but to become what I already am. Quiet like the shoreline, and open like the sea. The street is silver under rain, like someone painted it with time. Each drop is writing on the world, a language only silence finds. The crowd moves fast, I stay behind. An umbrella holds my little sky. It doesn't ask where I will go, it only walks here by my side. I used to think I had reached a place where nothing falls apart, but even storms don't come to break, they come to teach the quiet heart. The umbrella walks with me through every unseen memory. Every falling rain never feels the same. I don't need to hide from the weather of my life. Maybe peace is just this way, still going on despite. The puddles keep the passing world like broken mirrors of the sky. I step inside each little wave and let my thoughts just drift and die. A neon light begins to blur, like everything I thought was sure. But strangely in this softened view, the edges of me feel more pure. Maybe I was never meant to walk without the weight of rain, because even cleansing storms are part of what will stay. Maybe every soaked up day was not a loss but transformation. Each drop that landed on my skin was writing quiet revelation. Maybe loneliness was just the sky adjusting how it speaks, so I could hear the softer parts between the things I used to seek. And maybe strength is not the fight against the weather I go through, but learning how to keep on walking while everything is changing too. Now the rain feels like a gentle answer, not a force that tries to make me weaker. Every heavy cloud turns into a vow. I don't need to run from the storms that come undone. Maybe I was always try, so I'll keep walking, not to escape, but to become the one I've been all along. The sky was heavy just last night, like it had nothing left to say. But now we're breezing softer tones, as if the dark had slipped away. The trees still carry drops of rain, like quiet proof they made it through. And every broken piece of cloud is slowly learning something new. I used to think that after pain, the world would never feel the same. But even storms don't come to stay, they only come to rearrange. After the storm, the sky learns softness. Even the thunder turns to silence. Every fading gray finds a lighter way. I don't need to ask why the hardest moments pass. Maybe healing isn't loud, it's just the clouds letting go. A puddle holds the morning light, like nothing ever went too far. The world reflects itself again, without pretending what things are. The birds return without a plan, no need to question where they've been. They simply trust the open air to hold them once again within. Maybe I was never meant to understand the reasons why. Some things must break before they learn how to become a clearer sky. Maybe every falling day was only clearing space inside for something honest to remain when all the noise had drifted by. Maybe even loss was just a different form of being taught that nothing truly disappears, it only changes what it was. And maybe peace was never found, but slowly learned between the cracks of what I thought would last. Now the horizon feels less heavy, like it finally forgives the weather. Every drop of rain returns again. I don't need to hold every shadow I once saw. Maybe I was always here, just learning how to steer through life. The storm is gone, but not forgotten. Shape the sky into something softer. Every ending fades into better days. And if tomorrow brings more thunder, I won't collapse beneath the sky. I remember even storms are just the world trying to breathe. So I'll stand still, not to resist, but to become what comes next, like the sky always does. Open, quiet, and endlessly clear. room is quiet, almost still, like time has paused outside the door. A single candle breaks the dark, but never tries to be much more. The shadows move across the wall, like memories I can't erase. Yet in this fragile little flame, I find a strangely gentle place. I used to think I had to shine, like everything should see my light. But even fire doesn't burn without its share of night. The candle learns to stay lit, even when the wind gets in it. Every trembling glow still refuses to go. I don't need to be more than what is left of me. Maybe being strong is just not giving up on me. The wax is falling slow and warm, like every thought I never said. But nothing here is truly lost, it only shifts inside my head. The silence doesn't feel so empty when I stop fighting what it is. It wraps around my broken edges, like it was always meant to exist. Maybe I was never meant to hold a perfect steady flame, 'cause even light becomes alive through moments it cannot contain. Maybe every time I broke was just the air coming too close to something fragile I forgot was still the part I needed most. Maybe healing isn't grand, it's just a quiet understanding that even pieces on the floor are still words gently standing. And maybe hope was never loud, it didn't need a shout or proof. It only stayed when everything inside of me refused to move. Now the dark no longer feels like ending, just a space where softer things are growing. Every fading spark leaves a healing mark. I don't need to run from the shape I've come undone. Maybe I was always here, just learning how to steer my flame. The candle doesn't fight the darkness, it only breathes and keeps on glowing. Every fragile eye still survives the night. And if tomorrow brings more silence, I won't fear what I might feel, because even in the weakest glow, there's something real. So I'll stay here, not to resist, but to become the light I am, quietly still burning. The city hums beneath the dark, like it remembers how to feel. Neon reflections on the street turn broken moments into real. The traffic fades into a sigh, the buildings soften at the edge. Even the noise that filled the day starts learning how to gently rest. I used to think I had to run to keep up with the moving crowd, but even cities pause sometimes behind the weight of every sound. The city learns to breathe at night, even the chaos finds its quiet. Every flashing light slows into the sky. candle stays half lit, like someone thinking out loud still. No one is truly on their own, even the silence has a will. The alley holds a fading song that only empty hearts can hear, and somehow in that fragile tone the world feels closer than it appears. Maybe all the times I broke were just the city shaping me, to understand that stillness lives inside the motion I can't see. Maybe every tired step was not a failure, but a sign that even lost directions lead to where I'm meant to realign. Maybe loneliness was just a different way to clear the noise, so I could hear the smaller things that I had always drowned in joy. So maybe healing isn't far, it's in the spaces in between, where nothing tries to prove itself, but still becomes what it means. Now the city dims into a soft glow, like it finally remembers how to slow down. Every restless night turns into quiet night. I don't need to hold every story I was told. Maybe I was always here, just learning how to hear myself. The city doesn't ask for answers, it only breathes and keeps on going. Every ending day finds a gentler way. If tomorrow feels uncertain, I'll fight against the dark. I'll trust even the busiest world still know how to pause and be. So I'll stay here, not to escape, but to become what I already am, like the city always does. Alive, soft and quietly endless. The meadow stretched beyond the eye, where golden grass forgot to stand. It only swayed in patient waves, like thoughts that slip right through the hand. The morning walk without a sound, across the field still half asleep, and every blade that touched the sky was learning how to bend or keep. I used to think that holding on was how you never fall apart, but even when was never meant to stay inside a steady heart. The meadow never holds the wind, it lets it pass and starts again. Every passing breeze moves like memories. I don't need to cling to every little fleeting thing. Maybe freedom is just this, letting go and still be whole. Cloud forgot its shape and spilled a shadow on the ground. No one here was trying to last, but everything still stayed around. The flowers bowed in quiet trust, no need to ask the sky for more. They knew that change was just the way the world keeps opening its door. Maybe I was never meant to lock the moment in my hand, but only learn to recognize what comes and goes, still understands. Maybe every time I broke was just the wind teaching me how to stay without control. to grow inside my soul. And maybe peace was never stillness, but learning how to move without fear of losing who I am when nothing stays the same. Now the meadow sings in endless motion like it never needed final answers. Nothing here resists even when it drifts. I don't need a hold what was never meant to fold. Maybe I was never meant to stay unchanged through passing days. The meadow keeps on opening, the wind keeps running free, the sky keeps gently watching, not because it rules every living thing, but because it knows nothing is meant to be fixed. And if I ever lose my way inside the turning breeze, I won't resist, I won't break, I'll move with it like the meadow always has, soft, open, and endlessly becoming. The mountain wakes beneath the clouds like it has never needed time. Each stone is holding ancient weight, but never asking to define. The path is thin, the air is cold, yet something calls me further in, as if the climb was never just a place to reach, but to begin. I used to think that standing high was only for the ones ahead, but every peak I've ever seen was built from what was left unsaid. The mountain remembers every step, even the ones I've not reached yet. Every breath I take is a new mistake I learned from. I don't need a rush to become what I call enough. Maybe growth is just this truth, keep moving through the rough. The wind cuts through my tired hands like questions I can't answer now. But even pain begins to fade when I stop asking why and how. The valley looks so far below, like every doubt I used to hold, but strangely it feels smaller now the higher I let myself go. Maybe I was never meant to see the top without the climb, 'cause every step that felt too hard was teaching me to realign. Maybe every time I fell was just the earth refusing lies that I could rise without the weight of everything I left behind. Maybe strength was never shown and never breaking on the way, but learning how to stand again each time the world made me replay. And maybe fear was just a door that never locked as much as it seemed. It only waits for hands that learn to turn it into something seen. Now the sky feels closer than before me, like it's watching every slow transformation. Every heavy climb turns into quiet time. I don't need to win every battle I'm walking in. Maybe I was never lost, just learning what it costs to rise. The mountain doesn't judge the traveler, it only stands and lets me change there every Because even mountains were once formed from everything that began within. So I'll keep going, not to escape, but to become what I already am. Quietly rising with every step, becoming the mountain itself. The frozen land forgot to move, where silence learned to shape the air. Each crystal held a memory, too fragile for the world to bear. The wind will cross the endless white, like thoughts that never needed sound. And every step I tried to take just echoed back what I had found. I used to think that stillness meant the end of everything that grows, but even nights beneath the sky is only water learning slow. The northern lights still breathe above me, even when the world feels empty. Every streak of green is more than it seems. I don't need to run from the weight of what I've done. Maybe life is not a race, but learning how to stay and glow. A polar night that never ends, still carries stars beneath its skin, as if the dark itself was made to hold the light that lives within. A glacier moves without a sound, but still it carves the earth below. So even what appears asleep is secretly learning to go.